Statement game, baby. Let's go. Statement game, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
There's plenty of time. He's just going to tuck it, run it, goes towards the goal line, and scores. Touchdown, EMCC, and they score on the opening drive. Back to pass and firing it towards the end zone, and it's caught by Billy Shedd. Touchdown, EMCC.
We still have to sharpen steel, right? We still got to sharpen ourselves. Great job of executing early. Great job of keeping up the tempo in the second half.
Inside the Pride. How y'all doing?
End over end kick, angles it towards the near side in the corner. It's the 5, taken by Clark, across the 10, across the 15, across the 20, has the seam, across the 25, breaks a couple of tackles, up across the 30, he is loose, 40, 45, he is into Tiger territory and will fall down inside the 40-yard line. Johnson back to throw, slip screen, it is complete, and walking into the end zone, touchdown, Corey Smith. McKee, who goes on the option far side, pitches it to Porter, and coming up and making a dazzling tackle just about a yard over the line of scrimmage. So first down, 10 to go from inside the 35. The snap by Johnson. Pocket collapses again, steps up, has pressure, now fires it towards the end zone, and caught by Corey Smith, touchdown number 2.
Turn up!
Knocking on the door to take the lead is Kahoma. Third down, back to pass, backside pressure, throwing it over the middle, and it is intercepted by EMCC. That's Justin Cox. He finally grabs a hold of it. He's coming out across the 40-yard line on the far side, skips over a couple of folks, and gets near midfield. We'll see where he stepped out of bounds. 2 to the right, 2 here to the near side. Johnson in the shotgun. We'll leave it on the ground with Thomas. Thomas goes around the right side, and he has the first down and more as he's bowling over folks inside the 40, inside the 35, and there you go, Dozer Thomas. Out of the football close to the 44. Rodriguez Moore sweep around on the right side, and he'll have the first down, and he stays in bounds, gets inside the 45, and he's going to drag folks inside the 40-yard line. Brazel goes in motion, faking the give to him, going up the middle. Touchdown, Quez Johnson on 4th and goal from the inch line. Clock rolling, 1:33 before half. Rodriguez Moore goes up the middle and into the end zone. Touchdown. The Bastrop, Louisiana native, has his first touchdown of the night. The Lions are having to hold off a pesky Tiger team here in the first half. It's 28-17. Lions up by 11 here at the half.
Tired of being an armchair quarterback? Then be a part of the action. Put your college football smarts to the test. Play Fox 30's Top 15 College You Pick'em. Enter on Fox 30's Facebook page, and you could win a weekly prize pack. Plus, the local overall winner receives a 39-inch flat screen from Cowboy Maloney's. And if you really know college football, you could win a trip for 2 to Hawaii. Play Fox 30's Top 15 College You Pick'em. Brought to you locally by Popeyes, Village Jewelry and Sports, and Little Caesars Pizza.
You set the tone for us all year. Hey, you set the tone for us all year. Set the tone right here, you understand? Set the tone right here. First series, right off the bat. Kick off. Let's go.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
Hey, man.
Get in tight. Let's go. Finish all 3. 1, 2, 3. Finish.
Here's the snap, and they're going to give it to Porter, who bounces up the middle, tries to, and he's going to be drugged down at the line of scrimmage. Penalty flag comes from the back judge. Making the stop is Jaron Reed. Ball in the far hash. Johnson back to pass. Has time. Now fires it. And it is complete to Nicholas Brazel. And he is rocked at the 43-yard line. Here's the snap. And Moore is going to take it up the middle. And he's turning out plenty of yards. Leaps and goes down the far sideline. He gets inside the 10-yard line. 5. Is he going to score? Does he get near the goal line? And touchdown. Key in the shotgun. Rolls near side after the snap. steps up, fires it deep across the field, and it's caught at the 20-yard line, 15-10, fumbles the football at the 5. It's loose in the end zone. EMCC has it, and they're going to try to bring it back out. No, tackled in the end zone. So 2nd and 10 to go from the 37. Rodriguez Moore taking around left side. Now cuts it back up the hash. Now goes across the 40-yard line. Now bouncing out to the near side. He's across 45-50. He's down the near sideline, and he is going to be pushed out of bounds. Pull up his right leg. Now take the snap. Option on the far side. Pitches it to Rodriguez Moore. Tries to find the end zone, and I believe he does. Touchdown. Down to the 19. Back to pass. Play action. Firing it over the middle. He has shed. Call touchdown. EMCC. 17 in a row for EMCC. Buddy Stevens. Lions will escape Clarksdale with a win, 48-17.
Is there anybody satisfied with the way we played the whole ball game? No. Okay, hey, what did I tell y'all? I've told y'all in the beginning. Just 1-0 each week, okay? You have ball games where you don't play to your best. You have ball games that everything doesn't go right. Whether you drop balls or miss assignments or whatever, those things happen. What we've got to do is learn from that. Fortunately, we learned from that with a W. We just got to learn from that and get better. You got me?
Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, listen to me. If you're not satisfied, grab a knee. If you're not satisfied, then do something about it on Monday. Do you understand me? Yes, if you're not satisfied, do something about it Monday.
Came out not really ready to play. I thought we were ready to play. But I think it was there wasn't a lot of emotion in the stands. There wasn't a lot of emotion on the sideline, and I think although it was a dull Delta night, and we played like that. We dropped a lot of balls. Had some missed assignments on offense. Had some missed assignments on defense. Made special teams blunder, but other than that, I think we won the ball game, and you're always thankful and grateful for that.
Great win on the road. Again, hey, the band didn't come. Very few people came. There wasn't very many over there. On a night where they got all the momentum, they got nothing to lose. You took care of business. Not necessarily like we wanted to, but we took care of business, right? Yeah. Let's get back on money. Let's bust our butts and get ready for homes. We got a homecoming, and we got homes.
Yeah, you always have games. You always have. Like I said, this is a tough team. It's a tough opponent. It was our first opponent that gave us a lot of different things, both offensively and defensively, to worry about. And they're a very good team, and I think that it'll catapult us to better things, because it was some adversity, and they needed some adversity, and I think we'll do fine. We just gotta understand that not everybody's going to roll out there and throw their helmet out and let you beat them.
Hey, one thing, stand up. One thing, hey, victories are fleeting. You don't have a victory all the time, okay? Your life's not going to be full of a bunch of victories. So when you have one, y'all have a damn good time with it. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Just have a damn good time with it.
Somebody let me up! Get in tight, baby. Get in tight. Let go. Blood, make the grass grow. Blood, make the grass grow. What say now? Kill. Lions on 3, champions on 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Tired of being an armchair quarterback? Then be a part of the action. Put your college football smarts to the test. Play Fox 30's Top 15 College You Pick 'em. Enter on Fox 30's Facebook page, and you could win a weekly prize pack. Plus, the local overall winner receives a 39-inch flat screen from Cowboy Maloney's. And if you really know college football, you could win a trip for 2 to Hawaii. Play Fox 30's Top 15 College You Pick 'em. Brought to you locally by Popeyes, Village Jewelry and Sports, and Little Caesars Pizza.
Week 2, ECC. Cry like a baby. Cry like a baby, week 2, Essential. Third quarter. Trying to show out in front of Ole Miss. Got hurt. Lord have mercy.
Hardest part about this job is just that there's 2 of us here, and we have 200 athletes, and just trying to get them all in here and keep them all straight at times.
There's a few things that are difficult about this job. The first is because we have so many athletes to keep track of. It's really hard to make sure everybody stays in, coming to treatment, getting them back on the field, because if they don't come in, then we can't, it's really hard to keep tabs on them.
Because we got guys who just show up at times, you're like, all right, what does this guy got, whose sport they with, then just having time to rehab them in here. So we'll run out of tables at times in here. That's one of the hardest parts of our job, is just keeping everybody straight.
Anytime you have a training staff that's as good as ours, they do an awesome job of getting our guys ready physically and sometimes even emotionally, to make them feel like they're 100% when they go into a ball game.
Yeah, get to relax, get a little heat on my legs. Just relaxing part of the day.
Usually I can read people pretty well, so I know when something's going on. And this year especially, since last year we really hounded the coaches, if your kid's hurt, get them into the training room. We can get them better. We want them on the field. We're not going to just hold them out. We're going to get them better, get them playing. So biggest thing is, if the kid comes in and we get to know the kids, we can tell when they're hurting. And as far as kids not wanting to come in, we can typically tell, or the coach will notice and make a comment to us so we can evaluate them properly.
And we communicate on a daily basis, and that's so important when you're having to try to win ball games, and knowing that the status of all of our guys, and they do a really good job of that.
Because as long as the coaches work with us, it works out perfectly. They're on the same page as we are and stuff. It helps out a lot.
Getting up at 6:45 every morning. Getting up every day, 6:45. Go to class, try to get breakfast. After that, come back at 1 o'clock. After 1 o'clock, I get down out of here, I go get in the bed. That's the hardest thing, the time.
They try to make me do stuff I ain't used to doing right now. I ain't even had surgery. That's the hard part. I ain't had surgery. When I lift, all they just get the pull. Sleeping that night, ooh, kills you. All that stuff they made me do, Lord have mercy. Leg itching right now. Can't even hardly walk. Surgery Wednesday though, can't wait for it. Ain't nothing, look at all that fat. That's all it is, ain't no more muscle, all that just fat. Stay hanging, no more muscle.
We've had several guys that are out, maybe with knee injuries or shoulder or whatever, and getting those guys that are out for the season, getting them motivated to get up and see the long-term benefits of rehabilitation is tough, and it's hard. They're young, they don't know.
They make sure you're here. Evan and Caitlin, next day on, make sure I'm doing all my exercises, everything.
How great have Evan and Caitlin been to you since you got hurt?
They've been good. They've been good. They've been make sure I'm here, texting me, calling. Where's Antoine? I'm here. If I'm late, they get on to me.
Oh, very much so. We start treatments at 6:45 in the morning. We give them probably about a 10-minute grace period. If they're not in here by 6:55, 7 o'clock, we're calling coaches up. Coach, we need this guy in here now, and stuff. So that's a constant thing every morning with at least some athletes.
Some of the kids do have a tough time when they first get here, but we try to explain, when you go on from scuba, if you go play Division I or anywhere, you're going to have to get up 2 times a day to get treatment. The more treatment you do, the faster we can get you back playing, and our coaches have kind of understood that philosophy, so that helps out a ton.
For us, our gratitude is seeing the kids out there each week performing. Like, you have a kid go down on a Thursday night game, you rehab him all week, he is out there playing on Thursday, and he scores 3 touchdowns and stuff. So that for us, that's where our things come, is watching the athletes do a very good job on the field, knowing that we rehab them all week long and everything.
4 months, you can start running. Oh. Yeah. So it's coming up, huh?
Yeah.
In July, August, September, October, about a month.
About a month?
Yeah, about a month.
All
Once
right.
we get good quad control, then we strengthen you up doing squats and lunges and knee extension and stuff. You get stronger, then you can run. You start running.
All right.
Here it's a little different because we try to cover every sport as much as we can. So before I go to football practice, I might go out to baseball and watch kids do their throwing program, have a few kids to run, and then go out to football, and then I might go back out to baseball or softball, and then we'll try to swing by basketball. So we kind of try to hit every sport every day, but it's hard because something always comes up, something always happens. So we try to rely on the coaches and our student athletic trainers to fill us in where we need. Let's do one more. How you feel? Do you feel like you're dying, cardiovascular wise?
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll get better. It'll get better. And then we're gonna go hit. Need to ice after we hit for sure. Okay.
So one more.
One more hard sprint. See how fast you can do it without pain. Are you hurting at all? No. Good.
Evan and Caitlin have every sport that's on our campus, and that's a lot of athletes to take care of. And they have a real difficult job of balancing all that time to take care of each and every sport and take care of each and every sport the way that they should.
Start running, doing small jogs down. You'll walk across, jog back down, and then we'll slowly build you up into running hundreds, and then slowly building you up running sprints, and then cutting. Cutting's gonna be the last thing.
And they put in just as much time as the coaches do getting ready for a ball game, and they have, like I said, they're responsible for all the athletes on our campus, and they do a really good job of time management, getting all those guys taken care of and seen to in the appropriate way.
Tired of being an armchair quarterback? Then be a part of the action. Put your college football smarts to the test. Play Fox 30's Top 15 College You Pick 'em. Enter on Fox 30's Facebook page, and you could win a weekly prize pack. Plus, the local overall winner receives a 39-inch flat screen from Cowboy Maloney's. And if you really know college football, you could win a trip for two to Hawaii. Play Fox 30's Top 15 College You Pick 'em. Brought to you locally by Popeyes, Village Jewelry and Sports, and Little Caesars Pizza.
Everything was there for them to beat us. We were having to finish out the season, close it out against an opponent that had 2 wins at that time, and one that we should beat. You know, they're a good football team, but we felt like going in that if we play our game and execute the offense, defense, and special teams, we should win the ball game.
Nobody's unbeatable. That's what you can say. If anybody, the best team can go out on the worst night and have a worst night. And the worst team, if they're better that night, they're going to win. So it doesn't matter about who you are. You can't just roll your helmet out on the field and win. I don't think we came out like too relaxed. I think just Holmes just came out and hit us in the mouth. That's what, as Coach Stephen would say, but we took their best shot and we bounced back and ended with a victory.
That game was my fault. I didn't do a good job of preparing for that game or preparing our kids for that game, and I take full responsibility for what happened during that game because I let the officiating get to me, and our kids feed off of what our coaching staff does and how they feel, how they react, and that's my fault, and that's one that I'll learn from.
Where did tonight start? Practice. Hey, as long as you know that, I'm good. Tonight started at practice this week. And as long as you know that, and I heard what I need to hear, that's great. Okay, because we know we can fix that, right? Ain't nothing wrong, we can fix that.
Well, I think the big turning point after that game was to realize that you're going to play how you practice, and I think our guys understood that last year. Once we had that particular situation come up, they have to understand you're going to play how you practice. If you practice well, you usually play well. Very few times have we had teams that were able to just not practice very well and come out and play great on a game. You can't just turn it on and off like that. So again, it's all a part of the process and making sure that each and every week we get better. So that's a maturation process that you have to go through with your team, and every team is different. And hopefully this team will take every game serious.
Just extremely happy for the guys, happy for the college, first undefeated season.
First undefeated team, let's go here. I'm very proud of you.
We've talked a lot about that game. We've talked a lot about them this year, and we don't like to dwell on the past and talk about the past, but we do want to learn from the past. So we do show them some things that say, hey, we got to be mentally ready.
Tired of being an armchair quarterback? Then be a part of the action. Put your college football smarts to the test. Play Fox 30's Top 15 College You Pick 'em. Enter on Fox 30's Facebook page, and you could win a weekly prize pack. Plus, the local overall winner receives a 39-inch flat screen from Cowboy Maloney's. And if you really know college football, you could win a trip for two to Hawaii. Play Fox 30's Top 15 College You Pick 'em. Brought to you locally by Popeyes, Village Jewelry and Sports, and Little Caesars Pizza.
Step inside and you rip inside. Now I've got to angle myself to here.
Practice has been, it's been tough. The long week and keeping everybody focused. It's been, it's homecoming. We've moved our practices around a little bit. We've changed our times. Really worried about the guys focusing in each and every play, every day, everything that they do in practice, making sure that they focus in. It's a battle during homecoming week, but we hopefully today that they're going to go out there and really focus, because we've got a very good opponent that gave us a really tough game last year that we don't need to take lightly. We don't need to take anybody lightly on our schedule, and that's the thing you try to get over to them. It's a process that we go through, that no matter who we play, we've got to get better each and every week in order to be where we need to be at the end of the year, and that's what we're trying to focus on and get them to focus on right now.
Work. No. You gotta hit that. Hey, you know why? Because we got pressure. Because he's hollering twist, and your ass is staying inside. He's hollering twist. He's telling, hey, two's up.
We got trouble.
Holmes.
Whoever, yeah, Holmes.
Raymond. We're in Raymond.
Yeah, Raymond Bulldog.
The Lions beat the poop out of us.
He got hit so hard, he don't know.